recording yet.
I was trying to. Okay, there we go. I'm recording now. For some reason, it wouldn't a minute ago. I had to close it and restart it.
How come when I search Twitch for your name, you're like I'm following you? Like, why would you not pop up?
I don't know. It's a good question.
All right, you guys ready to clap?
Yeah.
I'm gonna count
Yeah.
to 3, and we're gonna clap on 4. So it's 1, 2, 3. Clap is the way it's gonna go, nice and rhythmic, like. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Dope.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Yeah. That
I
was
wanna
like the
freeze my
most
brain.
in sync clap I think we've ever had.
Not on my end. It was like pop, 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 pop.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
that's the way it goes, and it always seems to line up.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Shoot, there's something I wanted to add to the show notes.
Notes. Fucking notes.
Yeah. Don't forget to
Dude,
put
but
an
without
ad
notes,
spot
I
in
would
there.
never make it through through the intro.
Swords take shaders. Who cares?
Hey, I'm trying to make mountains out of molehills here, dog. That's not a good analogy. I don't know. Fuck you.
Fair enough.
Hunter.io. That's what I wanted to mention. I want people to use this thing, and we just got to keep talking about it.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
be starting to use it here soon.
Okay.
Cuz I'll once Forsaken comes out, I'm going to get back into the Sherpa game. So
Cool.
So
I just gotta.
But-
Where's Twitch chat? Twitch chat. No one's here.
yet. No one's here
No
yet.
one will ever be here.
um
How do I?
add the where to put the ad. Where do you want the ad?
Before listener questions.
Okay.
Like, it's too much to put at the beginning of the show. It makes the intro like 15 minutes long. All right, you guys ready to start?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Luke,
Sure.
fuck off, bud.
Love that. Hello, and also hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 82 of Barely a Destiny Show, the show where we barely talk about Destiny. And again, hello. I am your host, Ben Malone, and with me today, as usual, we've got Slapshot Scott and Xanafan711. What's up, my dudes?
What up?
So,
Great stuff, guys. Love to hear it from you, and I'll hear it from you later after we introduce our very special guest, hailing from Canada itself. I got nothing for this intro, but he's from Dad's Tales. Stu
Yeah.
Gotso.
The number
Hey.
one content creator.
Number
Yeah,
one
man.
content creator.
hype.
No, you're saying it wrong, man.
Oh, how
It's
what is it?
content.
Content
creator.
Content creator.
Yeah, I make
Ah.
I make people
That's an
feel just
important
kind of-
distinction.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm gonna start
people are
calling
like,
myself.
you know, they're good. They're
Mhm.
not great. They're not terrible. They're just kind of good when they're around me. So that's all right.
He
Yeah.
creates contentness.
Yeah.
I like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hey. Sorry, I gotta type stuff. If we got the episode title from the first 30 seconds, that'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Hey, the band of the week this week is Polyprop. Let me talk to you about Polyprop real quick.
Please.
It's very poppy. You go to their Bandcamp, polyprop.bandcamp.com. This album that's called The Get Together, very good. First song I started playing, I was like, this is very different than what we usually play on the show, but it is stuff that I like. So
Yeah.
Tiny Heart, you did a good one this time. Polyprop from Austin, Texas. That's Boost KDV town. I don't know if he lives in Austin, but he lives in Texas. It's not that big of a state, right?
Gallo
Yeah.
lives in Houston, so he's pretty close to Austin. He was there a couple weeks ago.
Let's dox some more people. I'm just kidding. It's not doxing.
Oh my
This
God.
album is $7. And since we do not have a Patreon, we suggest that you give the money to the bands. So here's the best part about that. You don't even have to do it every week.
Yeah.
Just look at them, listen to it, and be like, do I like this? And then buy it. Because I guarantee you will make their fucking day when they check their email and Bandcamp's like, you got less than $7 for this album. They take a fucking arm and a leg for it. But still, it's the only way to really give them money and prove to them that you care about what they're doing. So give them the money. If you would like your band to be on the show, you could send us an email. Send it to barelydestinyshow@gmail.com or send us a DM on Twitter @barelyads, and we will listen to your music. Also, you could send us anything else through those, or get your ass into the Discord and talk to us there. It seems like a lot to do, a lot to remember. Just go to our website. It's barelyads.com. From there, you can do all the things I just mentioned or join our clan. Once you're in our Discord, this is important to know.
Yes.
Forsaken's coming out, okay? We're going to be wanting to do a lot of events, a lot of things. We do have an LFG channel in our Discord, but say, I don't know, you're a normal human being and you're like, it's Friday night. I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be playing Destiny starting at 9 p.m. Go to the 100.io channels and make a fucking game so people can sign up in advance, because that's what real adults do, is schedule things. No
Yes.
more will we live in the land of need 2 for Leviathan. No, my friends, no more. Create your own games. You can go there and you can join our group, and it will post into our 100.io channel, or you can join other games that are in there. Make sure, though, that you I've had a couple of people join games that have already finished, so when you see a game in there, just check the date and make sure that like it's not just something that didn't end up getting filled. That seems to be all of the things, except for iTunes reviews. We want them. You didn't give them to us. I'm disappointed in you, listeners. Get out there on your iTunes and review this show.
5 stars only. Yep. Got to keep that
That's it.
streak.
We are a 5-star Destiny podcast, which blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
I'm so tempted to leave you guys like a 2-star, not a 1-star, just a 2. I think that's even more infuriating.
Oh my god.
Do you know how long it took to get out of the 4.5?
Oh,
It took forever.
We have one star. Yeah.
It took us.
that's rough.
Yeah.
It took us a long time to dig out of that. You think digging your KD out of the ground is going to be tough? Dig your podcast out of that. One asshole leaves a 1-star review and then doesn't say anything.
Sorry. I thought it was a 5. I was confused at the way that the review score goes.
Yep.
Stu, I do believe that you are the only member of Dad Steals that has not been on this show.
I think that you might be right.
Yeah.
Except for I guess we didn't have Racer. Is Racer on that show?
He's friend of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's friend of the show.
Me and-
It's like we got different ranks.
Yeah.
Me
Right,
and Racer
it's-
got into it in Dan's chat. He said he was on DTP, and I was like, Doc, I think I've been on more episodes of DTP than you.
he's been on a couple Patreon episodes.
By that standard, I'm on DTP.
Yeah, well,
Just saying, guys, I'm the #1 host of DTP.
no,
and
you're in
Dad.
the same stratosphere there with
Yeah.
friend of the show designation.
Right.
Take that, Racer. I don't even know if he
God,
listens. I don't know if he listens to this show. I just know that he's in Dan's chat. Maybe it'll get back to him. Maybe it
Maybe.
won't. Stu, so I would say for people that don't know to talk about Dad Steals, but like I said, you're the last holdout to come on the show, so people do know.
Yeah,
And if
They
you
do.
don't know, what the fuck? Why are you just tuning in now and listening to this episode out of nowhere? Who listens like 2 weeks before the Forsaken? Just listen 2 weeks from now. You're weird.
yeah. I guess I kind of never really thought about that. Who's picking up podcasts in like what episode is this for you guys?
82.
Yeah,
82. So yeah, like that's kind of weird if somebody just jumps in at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
We're
we been
even-
on any
we're
other
even-
shows? recently?
Yeah, not recently.
I was like,
Not recently. I've been so freaking busy that like honestly, a lot of weeks it's even like, oh man, I gotta squeeze it in to record my own show. So it's life is moving right now. So
Oh,
it's
it
tough.
really is. Yeah.
oh
yeah.
boy, too much stuff going on. Speaking of life moving on, you're about to have life change in a big way for you there, Stu.
Yeah, I think I don't think I'm the only one though, huh?
Yeah,
So-
there's a whole crew of us.
It's
So-
I'm so happy though. I'm so happy because it was a total accident because we were talking about it and I kept thinking of myself like shit, I don't want to be in my like late 50s, early 60s when I'm still dealing with this kid, you know? I want to be able to just fuck off and relax for a bit when I'm old. So I'm kind of happy that
Get 'em out
it
now.
happened like now. You know?
That's the whole
So-
strategy on our end. We're like, let's pop these kids out so that we can get them out of here. I want
Well,
4, but still,
I mean,
I want 4 and then get out.
you want 4? The fuck is
Yeah.
wrong with
his
you?
wife wants
Okay,
more
4
than that.
was a talk down from 7. Okay,
Like, honestly, do you have a farm?
no,
You don't need
Oh,
7 kids if you don't have a farm.
this is
He's right,
this
you know.
is- This is what we always talk about because her family she's one of 7, and I was like, the amount of time that you get to delegate to each kid, like how much free time do you got per day? Like 2-3 hours maybe?
Oh, me?
Yeah, like
I
Oh.
get, yeah,
yeah,
2-3 hours.
per kid for their whole life. 2-3 hours a week. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I do not want 7 kids. If you
No
have a lot
way.
of kids, more power to you. But just I personally could not do that.
No, I think this should be 2, and that's it. I think I'm done after this. I think that's enough. It's more than that scares the shit out of me. So
I wanna
Yeah.
have like freaking wars, like Nerf gun wars at my house with like I want to have teams. That's how many kids I want.
that's funny.
3 on
Just enough-
3.
3 on
That's
3.
funny.
Yeah.
You could like
Oh.
take bets. You could
Skirmish?
take bets, dress them all up in red, 3 in
Oh
red,
my
3 in
God.
blue, and
You're gonna draft them so one of them learns
then-
that bullying is like at an early age. Picked
And
last.
then you can just shout Lord Shax's phrases at them as they're fucking getting their headshots
well,
in their Nerf gun Crucible War.
you know something that I was thinking of though. It's like I really love my kid right now. She's an amazing kid. I have these interactions with her, and it's so cool. She's a real human now. This kid better be fucking cool too, because my daughter's really awesome. So this kid's got some big shoes to fill here.
Dude, I feel you. My daughter's very easy to raise. She's very chill about like pretty much everything, and everyone's like, "You have the best kid," and I'm like, "Awesome." And then my wife is just like, "I think this kid's gonna be a nightmare because he is messing up my insides."
Really.
I don't know, man. My son was crazy active when my wife was pregnant, and it was always at night too. So she'd try to sleep, and he'd wake up and basically start like, hardcore dance, floor punching, fucking skanking in the circle pit, just going crazy. Generally, raising hell when she was trying to sleep. And he's been all right. I mean, he's typical 1.5-year-old. He's
Yeah.
learning words and running around and playing with cars and stuff. So it's not
Iris,
that's not always an indicator.
I had my first sort of conversation with Iris. I know that she's not really understanding what I'm saying because she's only 1.5 years old.
Yeah.
But we were hanging out. Her mom was at work, so we're just like chilling. I put her on the counter and I'm making her a peanut butter sandwich, and I did not say peanut butter this entire time. She looks at it and goes, "Peanut butter," and I was like,
Nice.
"Excuse me?" I like flossed
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I was
dude.
like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Oh, Jesus. Oh," and I'm like standing there and I'm just like thinking to myself, I'm like, "There's no way that she knows what she just said." And I was like, "Did you really just say peanut butter?" She goes, "Yeah."
Yeah, dude.
That's
Which
awesome.
I know that's a thing that she does. She's just like, "Yeah," all the
It's
time. Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
You like I talk to my son. I'm like, he'll point to cars and stuff. Be like, "Is that a car?" And he's like, "Yeah." Or like, we ask him like, "Are you hungry?" And he looks up at us and he goes, "Yes."
Yeah.
And it's really funny.
Nice.
And that's like when he wants dinner. If we ask him if he's hungry and he just kind of whines or like, shakes his head or whatever, he's not hungry. But like if he looks up and you're like, "You hungry?" He says, "Yes." We know.
Love
It's
it.
like, oh, dinner time for it.
Yeah, it's awesome when they start figuring shit out like that and being able to string together words. It just they're gonna say some stuff that's gonna knock you on your ass, and it'll be like, where did you hear that? And then there's other times where you're gonna be like, I know exactly where you heard that because it's either something you say or your wife says. Just fucking wait. My,
Dude,
my
it's
Oh,
daughter,
man.
my daughter, it's contextual too. It's like it's at the appropriate time. She would swear in Russian because my wife is Russian.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she like dropped something and she was like blat, and I was like, what was that? Like right at the right time too. It was so funny. So
Dude, you just gave me the best idea. I'm just gonna start swearing in other languages. I'm gonna
absolutely,
go to school and be like, "Mierda."
yeah.
It's-
Why not?
It's fucking ridiculous, man. I was just talking about that with my wife. Like, it's gonna be terrible when he's actually able to like, because he's learning words right now. But when
Yeah,
he
you gotta
actually
stop now.
learns, Yeah, and that was the worst thing too, because my wife and I we would curse like sailors left and right. Especially like me, it's just like sometimes
No
there's
fucking
just
jokes, Scott.
yeah. Sometimes there's just a random outburst. It's like, what the goddamn fucking, like blue
Yeah.
streak or whatever. My wife's like, you all right? Like, yeah, no, just bangs. And now we have to watch our mouths because we have a child who's learning this stuff, and he almost picked up a questionable word from the TV tonight. We had it on in the background. And
Oh
of course,
man.
it was Family Guy, and he just I forget what it was, but he must have heard it and said something. My wife and I both looked at him like,
I feel like
Uh-oh.
she's starting to try and say fuck because she walks around going fuck, 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 fuck. And I'm like,
Oh, man.
oh, fuck.
I can't wait for that fucking phone call. I mean, I probably won't get it because I'll be sleeping, but because I work nights. But like, when he's in school and get the call from the teacher, principal,
Do
whoever.
you know
like,
what Owen said?
Do you know what your son said today? I'd be like, no, but it better be goddamn good because you're waking me up and I got to work in 6 hours. So
Oh man.
I don't know. We've reached a point now. Like she's going to kindergarten in Christ, like a week, and
oh my
yeah, I know.
god.
It's so cool because she's reached this point like in the last few months where she's always had this wicked sense of humor, but now she's just so much more forward with it. I don't know. She's a real funny kid. Like you guys are gonna see. It's always these exponential growths that they go through, and every one of them has knocked me on my ass so far. I'm petrified for the shit that's to come, but
Now that school's a thing.
Oh, man.
the
Yeah.
only shit thing about having this second kid, and I'm gonna be absolutely honest, is like I said, she's going to kindergarten next week. So like I'm done with daycare costs.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Just when
except
you thought you were out, they pull you back in.
exactly, man. Like, fuck.
I'm fortunate enough that my wife, she works with the mentally handicapped, so she has to talk to her client and their caretaker, and if they're both okay with it, she can bring Iris with her to work. So we haven't had any problems, and usually she goes and picks the client up and brings them to our house. So Iris don't even care.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Care.
That's good.
Nice. So, guys, we have a listener question on this topic, so I'm going to throw it in right now. It's from Gear
I
Dad,
like when this happens.
and he says, "What's the craziest name you've tried to convince your wife to name your kid or future kids?"
North.
North.
That's my dad's name, and
Yeah.
my wife hates it. He's not even the first; it's the third. Like it's like
Yeah.
a running family name. So, yep. She said no, and then I was like, "What about now? Hear me out,
What?
Shax."
Oh, dude, I tried that. I tried Cade, and then after she got wise to Destiny names, I started trying to throw in like maybe Ninja Turtles, and that didn't go well. So then I resulted to like Sharks players, and when I said Joe and whatever, she wasn't good on that. Ironically enough, one of the names I suggested was Owen for Owen Nolan, and she liked that. I like that. So that was kind of what we came up with. But the craziest name, I got to give a shout out to my clanmate and our de facto bearded leader, Big Bear. He suggested Burrito Thor. And for those of you who know Burrito Thor, yeah, it's a
I
clan
remember
joke.
this.
Yeah, it's a clan joke, and it still goes. Sometimes I'll refer to my kid as BT or Burrito Thor. That's his code name. Within our clan, same thing happened. We had a bunch of guys who were having kids at the same time, and it was really funny because I think I was the first one out of the group to start it, and I think somebody made the joke like, there's a show called The League that was on Netflix. And there's
yes.
an episode where they name the child after a
Chalupa Batman.
superhero fast food.
Yeah,
so
Chalupa Batman.
So he says Burrito Thor. So Burrito Thor is what it started as, and we're like, that's awesome. And I still like refer to him to that in circles that don't know me well enough, where I use his like actual name. And then
Hey BT.
after Burrito Thor, we went with I think it was
That's
Legs.
such a great name, though.
It is. My clanmate Legs, Sean, he loves to tweet at Bungie with memes. He's our meme king, I think he had Black Panther lasagna was the next
Ooh.
one,
Oh.
and
That's not a fast food.
there was another one
That's
that
the
was
part I find funny.
Cheeseburger Wolverine. One of our other clanmates had a
Mm.
had a son that we nicknamed Cheeseburger Wolverine. So and it happens every time somebody else in the clan has a kid. It's like myself, Sean, Big Bear, and a couple of the other guys are like, all right, we got to start throwing names out there, and we'll just start putting them out there. I think somebody had like the next one up's going to be like Frosty Spider-Man or something.
Frosty Spider-Man. I like it. I love all
That's
these.
not bad.
Yeah.
The weirdest one I think that we have a contingency if the next 3 are boys. The last one's name is going to be Fox after Fox Mulder
Nice.
because we love that.
Nice, that's a good one.
And I'm really hoping that doesn't happen.
Oh man, that kid would be doomed to be ugly.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually, I'll be honest with you. Like, I've outside of the first kid, when we were expecting the first one, I've never even thought about a kid's name, ever, like ever. So it's
Mhm.
still really weird for me to even consider that I have to go through that bullshit again. I'll accept submissions, like Frosty Spider-Man. That's decent, but I think we can take it up a notch. So
Mm.
I don't know.
How about,
Taco
how
Strange.
about we'll go with
Taco Strange. Whoa. Listen, maybe it's a
Steve
boy.
coming in.
If
Steve
it's a
coming in
boy,
real hot.
I'll go with
Shit.
Taco Strange. All right.
What about
Not a girl.
how do you feel about Flurry Megatron?
That's
Mm,
very decent.
That's a good one.
That's more than decent, actually.
Man.
Which is
No.
Hot Dog Hulk.
Dog Hulk, yes. Oh,
So
that's
stupid.
great. This is awesome.
Hamburger man.
Chat, if you're in the chat right now, just for the rest of the show, give us fast food superhero names that Stu and I can use to name our children,
Yep. Or
how
Laz
about-
or Baroque.
or
I'm-
Baroque, or wait, fuck, there was another person. James.
Laz.
No,
Oh, Gorilla
James.
Golf too. Yeah.
Gorilla Golf.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And
It's
his
gonna be like
daughter
the
is due-
Avengers.
his daughter is due just about when my son is. So we like
Yeah.
there's a chance they could be born on the same day.
That's crazy.
That's fucking nuts. What's also nuts is that me and Gorilla Golf should have done a high five through the ether that night.
Oh my god.
What's up, dude? Get it in. All right, let's move on.
Speaking of getting it in, this is a pretty girthy twab.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so
High
no
five
more
through the
subtleties
ether.
then.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Raid is coming 10 days after launch. This is all from the TWAB. What we've done here is we've broken down the TWAB in easy, digestible bits.
Yep.
I know there's some shows that shall remain nameless that take a very long time to get through the TWAB. Not here.
Ben, would you call these bits nugs, or would they be premium nugs, for that matter?
I have no idea what you're talking about. but I
Premium
do-
nugs of information.
Premium
Yeah.
nuggets.
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, Gambit. Free trial.
Fuck
Ooh.
yes.
24
There
hours.
was
Yes.
I'm very.
more. I just want Gambit. Give me more Gambit.
Yeah, this is great because I can get it out of my system. I need to check the calendar. Let's check it right now, guys.
September
Let's check it
1st.
together. I
It's
know it's
next
September
week.
1st.
That's
That's
a
Saturday.
Saturday.
God
Guys,
damn it, I'm
s-
working.
I'm still on vacation. I'm still on vacation.
I'll be
Because
working,
Memorial
but
Day is what, the 3rd?
Yeah.
yeah.
Is
What's
it
that?
Memorial Day?
Yeah, the 3rd's Memorial Day.
Okay, I never know if it's Labor Day or Memorial Day.
It's
Or Labor Day. Labor Day, yeah.
Labor
Labor
Day?
Day.
Okay, I was like, I know Christmas and my birthday. But Saturday, September 1st, 10 a.m. Pacific. So 1 p.m. for real people, one of the coastal hippies. Or the worst is trying to do stuff with Fluffy. Nobody's on Mountain Time. No one. Don't
Wait,
tell me
he's on
Mountain
Mountain
Time.
Time?
Fluffy's
No, I
on
thought he was on
Central.
Central.
Yeah, he's on
He's on
Central.
Who
Central.
cares? It's West and East. That's it.
Yeah.
I can only do two things, and one of them is gonna be playing Gambit the entire fucking day.
Yeah.
This is good. I can get it out of my system before Forsaken comes out. I can at least not jump into Forsaken and only play Gambit.
Unless you enjoy it that much, and then you're like, oh man.
Yeah.
Very well, maybe that.
Yeah.
Stu, what are you getting Forsaken on? You getting it on Xbox first?
I'm gonna get it on both, but I still haven't. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Probably Xbox because I don't have any guns on PlayStation. But if I
But
play on
it's like
PlayStation, I'll get some guns.
TTK. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
it's the new hotness. You don't even need those old guns. Those old shitty guns. They don't have random rolls.
Oh no, for
Get
for
them out of
PvP
here.
For PvP, I've got enough guns on PlayStation 4. Actually, I don't know, man. I maintain that console is fucking way easier for PvP.
It's because there's 3
It's a higher
times as
player
many
base.
people.
Man, I was dropping 30s and 40s all night last night with Baroque. It was nuts. It was freaking nuts. 30 kills, 40 kills every game. It
He's
was
referencing
crazy.
Baroque Reaper, another member of Dad's Tales podcast. Sorry,
Yes.
quick aside.
Uh,
I'm trying to talk to that new guy who tuned in at episode 82,
Yeah.
2 weeks before Forsaken.
Hey, God bless him, I guess, if you're into that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna get it on Xbox first. I'm gonna get it on both at the same time, but I'll play Xbox first.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
I don't know what's happening in chat,
Yeah,
but
me
I
neither.
do know that old mods can be broken down into mod components now.
Oh.
Well, not now, but like, go just
They're saying do it because they're
spend
going to
all
be
your-
worthless.
Spend all your glimmer when it gets maxed out. Buy some mods, break them down. That's it. Raid is launching 10 days after Forsaken, which is unique. Not 3. But that's cool, right? Instead of 10 days instead of 3.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm still not going to be ready. Like I have no delusions of being ready after 10 days because I don't know,
Yeah.
man. It's so hard for me to get on and really spend enough time in that freaking game. So I don't know. I hope to be able to really sink my teeth into it, but 10 days I won't be ready. You guys think you will be?
No, definitely not. I still haven't done the last one.
Yeah. I'm
Fire
in the
stars?
process of
Yeah.
transitioning
Me
to a new
either.
job, so probably not.
Hey, does anybody want to play Spire with me? I really want to get
Are
it
you
done.
playing on PS4?
I don't care at this point. I haven't played it on either. If I play on PS4, it's not going to be as easy as on PC. But PC, I'm like 380 something. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You see, like I want to get it on PC, but give me a Spark of Light or something. Like there's no fucking way I want to run all that shit again.
Stu, tractor cannon with this little bad boy. I'm holding up a mouse for audio listeners. Whoa.
I
That's
have the vanilla game, and
Ooh.
I'm like halfway through the story maybe, but I just can't do that. I can't do it again.
It is pretty rough. I don't want to make another character on PC. I have my Titan, which is enough, but yeah, that's ugh.
My hunter is still at the beginning of the
This
story.
wait. I'm sorry. You guys said something. I thought Titan was the only class. I'm confused on that.
I did change our Twitter bio today to say something like unapologetically Titan.
That's good. I like that. I like that.
Oh my god.
You guys are all Titan mains?
Oh,
Mhm.
always.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, this is
Hell
an
yeah,
idea.
brother.
What do you let's pitch it live. Who gives a shit?
Right.
I had this idea of maybe actually getting a wall, but a metaphorical wall of fame for Titans. That like when we have a Titan main on the show, we make like a little like induction ceremony real quick for the
Okay.
wall. And
Okay.
if they're not a Titan, we just skip that segment. And then what we can
Oh,
do
that's
is on the
great. I
website
love
we can post the names on the wall of fame. But if we only post the Titan.
The
guys-
first inductee is Danfinity.
Yep. If you try and tell us that you're a Titan main, we'll fucking check time wasted on Destiny.
All right. Well, it's kind of weird because I would say that I'm a Warlock main and a Titan main. I have a Titan on
Oh.
play. I only have a Titan on PlayStation.
My dude.
I have all three on Xbox, but I pretty much only play the Warlock there. I'll play the other two for PvP. But on PlayStation and PC, all I have is a Titan.
There you go.
So
I'm looking you up on Time Wasted on Destiny. Right now. We'll find out what
go
you mean.
for it, man.
All
Go
right.
for it.
Find out what you mean. Time Wasted
Good.
on Destiny 2. Okay. Oh, there's so many platforms here. Oh, by far in Destiny 1, you are a Warlock main.
Yep.
500 hours to your Titan's 136.
Yep.
Except on, what is this, PlayStation, you only played a Titan.
Yep.
Hmm.
And that, I like looking this up. On Battle.net, he's got 2 hours as a Titan.
I told you, man. I
2
can't do
hours.
that campaign again.
That is.
I was in there. I'm
that's
like, nope,
fantastic.
I'm done.
Level 51, and then 149 hours on Warlock and 37 on Titan. This man is a Warlock main.
Yeah. Well, here's
Confirmed.
what we'll do. We'll get your information to Scary Internet Guy, and we'll just have one of his like 47 kids level you through the story on PC.
Yeah.
That's what I keep seeing
Oh,
him
that's right.
online,
That's-
and
Justin's
it's
been doing that too.
I keep
Are
seeing
you
him on.
fucking serious here?
I keep
Are you
seeing Scary
serious?
online, and it's always one of his kids, and he's like, "Yeah, I've just been having my kids grind my Solstice gear for me."
That's his side hustle.
Yeah.
Well, that's what JC Jesse did as well.
Yeah,
That's how he leveled up his last character. He's like, I can't do it, so yeah, he just made his kids do public events and shit.
Didn't he say that his kids like don't want to do it? They're like, I don't want to play.
Yeah, I just want to play Fortnite.
No Fortnite until you get 2 levels today.
That's so funny.
I want to see.
Dude,
I want to see
he
7
should've-
engrams when I get back.
So you know
He
those
should have
like
told him 50.
you know those
No
parents,
Fortnite at all.
those parents that push their kids into sports really hard.
Uh-huh.
Do you think parents are gonna start doing that with video games because of like fucking Fortnite and
Dude,
shit
they
like
already have. They already fucking
Yep.
have. I saw an article last week about how people are hiring Fortnite tutors for the kids instead of math tutors. And all I could sit there,
Mhm.
I took everything I could to sit there and not scream at my computer screen. This is why the other countries hate us. And this is also why we live in idiocracy right now. Because
I
people
don't-
are
I don't
passing for
know,
math
man.
for Fortnite.
If
I
you
don't
need a
believe that
Fortnite
shit.
tutor, you're not good enough at Fortnite to make money.
Yeah.
Exactly why.
I
don't believe that
Also,
shit.
your
Come
Fortnite
on.
tutor's not really good enough at Fortnite to make money.
It-
He's making it off of you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
In
it's
all
more like
seriousness,
it's more
I
like
don't know if the article was
it's more like esports coaches to help kids get into esports in general. So they're
Yeah.
probably doing more things like Overwatch than Fortnite.
No, I mean Fortnite's
I
fucking
can
huge,
see,
man.
I
You
can
can't
see it as a
deny it.
wider industry like that, like
Yeah.
esports kind of management. But I don't know. That's weird.
dude.
Like,
See,
I
to
would
be
not.
honest,
I love video games. What the fuck am I gonna do? Get someone else to play with my kid? No.
I'll
Right.
play with them.
Hey, and most
it's
Scary-
like
one of
Scary
those
just hit
things
me
where,
up.
like, it's one of those things where I think it's like any other sport, right? If you're good enough, you're gonna go pro. If you're not, sorry,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems scary. Well,
It's terrifying, and I think the thing that terrifies me most about it is I've seen like your stereotypical, whatever. I've seen the results of that stereotypical, whatever you want to call it. I'm just like, good lord, like, it's
I'm-
the same kids that were skateboarding for Tony Hawk, and they wanted to be Guitar Heroes when Guitar Hero came out. It's like maybe it's different kids based on the generation and the age, but like I see it every time one of these like cultural trend phenomenon things comes along, and I'm like, Jesus, you're so dumb.
yeah,
Stop wasting your time with that. Do something like,
the
like,
2010s
come
version
on.
of I Love the 80s is gonna be fucking Fortnite.
Oh god.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
You remember
Oh.
Fortnite? And people will be like, "Oh, fuck that game! Damn, I remember that." It's gonna go away eventually, and we can go back to our normal lives of the public eye not being
not-
on video gamers.
Right.
Not
Fucking
I don't know, man. I think that it's just kind of like it's like a snowball. It's just getting bigger and bigger, but as a whole, like
Like gaming.
everybody plays. There's always going to be household names that are gamers now,
Yeah.
which is like
And I was thinking about. Go ahead.
it's so fucked. Yeah, because like I've been thinking about it for a while too. Like if you would have told me 30 years ago when I was a kid, like people are going to be not just watching other people play video games through this thing called the internet that you don't even really understand because you're just a shit 5-6-year-old kid here.
On TV.
Yeah.
You know, on TV. Yeah, people are gonna watch you play video games on TV, which I wouldn't have even believed the kind of video games we have today.
Oh, right.
And not just they're gonna watch you, they're gonna pay money every month to watch you, and then they're gonna watch videos somewhere else of you and give you other forms of income, and people will pay you to play their games. Like, I wouldn't have believed that 2018, the way that it is right now, I would not have believed you that that's what would happen.
Right.
Like
It
if you
is
would
a
if you would
really
have gave me
bizarre concept.
if you would have gave me crayons and said draw this crazy idea that you have, kid, like that's what a kid would dream of.
Mm-hmm.
Pay me to play video games, and fuck, it's real. That's fucked.
It's crazy.
It is.
And I don't know.
Maybe I'm old. I guess I am. I don't know.
No, it is. It's very strange.
And it just feels like it's still such a young industry. You know what I mean? Like it's still just starting. It's really weird.
Yep.
Well, it's only gotten like widely recognized in the last couple of years, right? Like, and Fortnite was just the thing that kind of broke it over and made it the household name. I mean, I hate to give that fucking game any credit because I despise that game, but I mean, it's just one of those things where, like, you know, I've got people who have never played video games before in my life. I overhear them at work talking about Fortnite and streaming on Twitch, and I'm just like, God, I hope just you get rolled every match because I hate that game.
Fortnite streamer.
No bullshit, man. I heard a guy who was like at least a couple years younger than me the other day at work in the break room, and I'm like, you know, trying to drink my iced tea and stay awake. I've got like 3 hours left to my shift, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I stream Fortnite on Twitch." Da-da-da-da. I'm like, huh. Just sitting there like grinding my teeth, like, aren't you fucking special?
Have fun in that directory.
Oh
Yeah.
my
No, but-
god.
So with video games as popular as they are today, we kind of talked about this on a different show. Do you think that playing video games makes you a nerd in today's age? When
think
in
the word
age of
nerd-
your mom playing Candy Crush on her phone.
No, not in and of itself. And I also think that the word nerd is not what it was.
Can we
No.
take it back as
Yes.
an insult? Can we go back to that?
I don't think you
Word.
can.
I don't.
No,
I think
it's cool to be
it's
a
done.
nerd.
Language evolves, man. Like
Yeah.
it's done.
Shit, I think
It's
I
not
am
an
a nerd.
insult
I
anymore.
have definitely played D&D more than once.
I-
I'm definitely a nerd.
I hid it. I hid it from my wife. When we started dating, I like unnerded myself. I was like, yo, this girl is fucking hot. So I unnerded everything. And then after we got married, not even after we got married, after we moved in together and stuff, we've been together for so long. I'm like, you know what? She's pot committed at this point. Like I can flip the switch and go back. And I actually did go back to playing D&D,
Mm-hmm.
and not 5e. I'm talking AD&D, second edition. I still have the
Ooh.
books upstairs. Like it was this old group that I used to play with a million years ago. I went back and played. She's like, I didn't know you did this one, bitch. You don't know a lot of things. Let me
Oh
tell you.
man.
So
Here's this box of comic books.
Yep.
she's like, did you ever do this and this and this? I'm like, no, that's way too fucking cool. I played video games and Dungeons and Dragons and like read books and stuff. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Second
I was lucky
edition's the
enough
only
that-
edition I would ever play other than 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5 is cool. 5 is very confusing.
I've never played 3.5.
3.5 is pretty simple.
Yeah, it's the
Um,
that
2
and
is,
second
2 is
are
very
yeah.
simple though, isn't it?
Well, if you guys ever get a game together, like I am not a DM. I have no time for that shit, but I would love to play a game. So
I like to DM. I like to do funny stuff, but we'll talk about that.
yeah, man.
I don't know. When I was growing up, we were skating and playing in bands. So like
Yeah.
I was lucky enough that like that's
See-
when I was what like 5th grade, Tony Hawk came out, and everyone's like, okay, we're gonna go get skateboards, and then the soundtrack to that got everybody into punk music. But me and my buddies had kind of already been into punk a little bit,
Yeah.
but
See that's
so like we didn't play video games a lot. Like we played Tony Hawk and then we'd be out skateboarding.
See, that's like similar to me, and it's funny because that's kind of like I did the same thing as Stu did. I was like, you know, into Star Wars and a bunch of weird sci-fi stuff when I was younger, and then I was playing in a band, and you know I was working on cars and like doing other stuff. So like I met my wife, and I'm like, man, don't fuck this up, you know. And so, like, of course, our first date, I had my old Jeep. I picked her up, and the door didn't open, so because the fucking lock was broken on that side, so I went and opened the door for her, trying to act like I was classy or something. And like, we got to know each other, and she's like, knew I liked working on cars. I did, website stuff or whatever, and then I did, that I was in a band. She thought that was really cool. And I think it was later on we're talking about Star Wars or something, and I went through some whole fucking history of some ancillary character that nobody knows.
Dude, that's the best soundtrack.
She's just
by the way.
like, she's like, what? So, she's like, you're a fucking nerd. I'm like, yeah.
Scott,
No.
have you ever had to do a really long sound check, like a really long mic check at a show?
I've actually had to do that a few times, and it usually just gets out of hand.
So yeah, I figured out the best thing to do whenever you have to do a long mic check is to start telling the story of Star Wars from the beginning and just see how far you can get. Like, so this motherfucker named Luke, he's like, there's all this sand around. Well, actually, there's this princess on a spaceship, and this guy, this like black KK guy came with all these stormtroopers, and they're like, boom, send the droids down. Yeah, stuff like that.
Oh man.
That's
I think
awesome.
my wife, when we met, I was playing in. She thought I was cooler than I actually am, because I was playing in bands all the time, but also that like I was drinking a fuck ton, so I would just like sleep in super late, work at a drive-through, smoking cigarettes, hanging out at house shows all the time. So I was always partying, and then we had our kid, and I stopped drinking. And I like stopped going out, and she's like, you play a lot of video games now, and you didn't used to do that when we met. And I was like, yeah, 'cause when we met, I was partying.
Oh man.
No,
Now I
it's,
don't have anything to do.
I had the opposite thing
life-
happen.
life goes in phases, like I've gone through phases where I played a lot of games and phases where I didn't. So I don't know. I wish I was cooler though. I really do. I stopped smoking butts, and I that's it. No more cool.
Yeah, you're not cool
Right.
anymore. As
No.
soon as you
No.
stop smoking cigarettes,
You're
it's the
fucked.
worst.
You're
Because you
fucked.
can't even really go to parties anymore because you stand out on the porch with everybody, and you're like,
Ah.
yo, can I get a cigarette?
No, I can't do it, man. I in the last 10 years, I'm still like, I think I'd be a 60-40 split in the last 10 years. How many times I've been smoking versus not? Like I've
Yeah.
quit maybe 4 or 5 times in my life
It's
for
hard. It's
years at
very
a time.
hard.
I think when you're a smoker, you're always a smoker.
Yeah.
Yep,
Hey,
for sure.
let's get through the rest of this bullshit twab.
All right.
Holy fuck!
It's not actually bullshit. We derailed real hard, and I was just enjoying the conversation.
That's usually how it goes, though.
I'm gonna just blow through the rest of this. So you want to save your mods, dismantle them after Forsaken comes out. Any overflow weapons that you have in your when this update comes out, not Forsaken, the week before, when the weapon slot change happens.
August 28th.
Make sure that your inventory, dump that shit into your vault, and your postmaster is clear, because any weapons that overflow a slot are going to go to your postmaster. And if your postmaster's full, you might say goodbye to that
Yep.
shit.
It's gonna clear your postmaster.
Swords
Oh,
are going to
damn.
take shaders.
What? Okay.
Zer's will is not his own. Faded engrams are only year 1.
Yep.
So
Also,
that's
he's
kinda
not
like-
gonna be on the map anymore.
That's pretty cool.
That happened last
Uh,
week, though. I went looking for Zer. I was like, "What the fuck is he?" And then not there. Like, I actually had to look it up online because it
Like
was
his
like,
will is not his own. That means we
Yeah.
can start the Where is Zer podcast.
Oh.
Friday mornings. You're going to get it from me. It's going to be fucking 15 minutes of intro, and then he's on Titan. And then that's it.
but you have to do it like in Ollie Williams from Family Guy's voice. You're like, "He's on Titan."
He's on Titan.
You have to start it like a YouTube video.
And-
Yo, it's your boy Ben Malone here with your newest Zer video.
It's actually a problem. Hey, there's some changes coming to the classes and different not PvP, just sandbox changes. I'm going to run through these very quickly. The Hunter, Marksman Dodge, now considered a reload. It can interact with Kill Clip, Rat King, etc.
Holy shit.
Exotic armor. Celestial Nighthawk will grant 33% of your super energy back if a target is killed by the golden gun shot. Wormhusk Crown will no longer start regeneration of health and shields. Instead, will grant larger health and shield bump at the beginning of dodge instead of at the end. Warlock.
Yes!
Increased healing rift effectiveness. Empowering rift now increases precision damage. Previously, bonus damage was capped at the weapon's precision damage in PvP. That was a more console bit right there. Hey, exotic armor. Skull of Dire Ahamkara. Increased super energy gain from Nova Bomb kills. Killing higher ranked enemies will grant more super energy. Transversive steps. Enhanced mobility, and after you sprint for a short time, your currently equipped weapon will be automatically reloaded. That's cool. Titan. Exotic armor. Helm of Saint 14 now grants an overshield for a short duration when your allies are passing through the Ward of Dawn.
Hell
Mask
yeah.
of the Quiet Dawn.
Nice.
Mask of the Quiet Dawn. Mask of the Quiet One, increasing energy gain from incoming damage. While critically wounded, health will be granted from kills. And the big boy. Rally Barricade no longer requires players to take cover to reload. It now feeds ammo to your magazine over time.
Yes.
Grenades, Axiom Bolt, increased base damage, increase the amount of time it takes for tracking strength to lessen. Flashbang, increased base damage, increased base damage, that's it. Incendiary Grenade, increased base damage, that's it. Storm Grenade, same thing. Scatter Grenade, retuned range and fall-off ranges for the detonation for more reliable damage. Magnetic Fusion and Flux Grenades, increased base damage. Go fucking figure. Damage is now the same whether a target has been stuck or simply walked over a grenade when detonating. Magnetic grenades now detonate a second time only if it's attached to a target. The second detonation no longer only occurs on the grenade itself and will now be applied to each individual target hit by the initial detonation. Skip grenades, increased impact of each skip drone impact for a higher total potential damage. Void Wall, increased damage of initial Void Wall wave. And that's the 12, ladies and gentlemen.
Well
Could you read me the 7th bullet point back? I missed that one.
Yeah.
No, I
I had to blow through that one. I wanted to move past it. I just wanted people to see. We told you we get through it quick.
Yeah.
Arrested Development Season 5 is not good. Anybody been playing anything else?
Nope.
Any other games?
I'm all back on the Destiny train, man. I've been playing only Destiny and lots of Destiny. My shoulder hurts from playing so much mouse and keyboard.
Yes, dog.
wow.
Get into it.
I'm almost done with my Solstice gear, and I've worked on it for less than a week. I have one mission to do, and I'm done.
Yeah, I got to do Solstice gear. Finish Solstice gear. I'm going to get the purple set on my Titan, and then I'm going to tell everybody to fuck off.
That's what I'm doing. I don't consider
yeah.
masterwork, but nah. I'll do that one later.
I'm not in that. I thought about playing. You know, I actually downloaded because I finished the books that I downloaded onto my phone this past week at work while we were waiting for, tools to come down so we could take them apart and fix them, and then them to come back up, purging all the hazardous chemicals and crazy shit. So we basically sit there and babysit them for a while, and so like I get to read. And being that I'm in the clean room, can't have a book, so I downloaded my phone and finished that. So I downloaded the Borderlands graphic novels, and I started thinking, like, I should play Borderlands. And then, of course, that's for sale this week on PS4. So I was like, oh man.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of shit on sale.
Yeah, isn't there like a big sale going on? I don't know.
I don't know if it's still going on, but God of War was like down into the 40s.
Yeah, I remember somebody saying that. And there's.
Oh, big deal though. Xbox Games Pass right now, you can get a month for $2, and it comes with a month free.
2 months, $2.
Yep, that's a great deal.
That's a deal.
That is a deal.
PC. I don't even have an Xbox. I'm gonna do it. I can't pass it up. Deals are too good.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I've just been playing Super Time Force again. It's so fun.
I heard you talking about that on your show last week. That does sound pretty good. What's that on?
It's on everything. Steam,
Okay.
PlayStation, Xbox. It's even on the PlayStation Vita.
Oh,
If anybody has that.
not
Get
dead.
this. It's got cross save. So I can bounce my save from my Vita to my PS4.
For Christ's sake, can we just hurry up and get that?
I was
Can that
thinking
just
about
be
this.
For real.
the way
man.
that shit is, you know.
So the way that it works with Super Time Force is they have their own like server that you just upload your save to. The cloud part is built into the game rather than the platform, which is
Right.
what we would have to do to get it from Bungie, and nobody could say shit about it because they're not going through PlayStation. Like if they didn't have this deal with PlayStation, basically it'd be fine.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
They could just make. Well, they'd also have to pay for the storage for everyone's.
Yeah, but you know
information.
what? They would.
But you could have
I would
crossplay.
buy it 3 times.
Oh yeah, it would
You
be
got-
way more inclined to buy it
A
on
lot
the
of
free
people
Yeah.
system.
Cross save,
Mhm.
cross save.
A lot of people would.
Mm-hmm.
My wife would kill me. She'd be like, "What do you mean you spent $300 on video games this month?" Like, well, it's it's a big expansion, and I got
And
the
I
annual
got the
pass,
three.
and like, I mean,
Basically, every
Yeah.
year you're buying a console if you have to buy it on 3 platforms.
Man,
But it'd be
I'm
so.
I'm
it'd be
I'm,
so
a, I'm an
fucking
adult. Don't tell me how to spend my money.
right.
I don't care. I work hard.
I just really want a
um,
Switch so bad right now. I've been
cool. Maybe one
hankering
of
for a
those $300
Switch.
bucks.
Wait, man, I'm in the same boat, but I'm feeling like Christmas.
Christmas.
We might get something.
Yeah,
Okay.
or like
I might
Black
I asked
Friday.
my wife about this.
Something like that. Yeah.
Do you think price drop is coming before or after Christmas? So they price drop it to try and sell a bunch at Christmas, or do they pull the normal Nintendo shit and be like, "There's a limited
That-
stock, $300 still," and then right after Christmas they drop it?
It's gonna
I
drop
think-
after
yeah.
Christmas because Smash Brothers comes out Christmas, and they have their limited edition Switch Smash Brothers thing that comes with a GameCube controller, and that's dropping around at the same time. So that's gonna be full price point once Christmas is passed. I bet they drop.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. It won't be before Christmas.
Yeah.
It's no, it's Nintendo, man.
Yeah, but I want that Smash
Why would
Brothers
they do
edition.
the reasonable thing and try and make as many as possible and drop the price to like $250? Why would they do that?
Right.
Fucking, they would only sell one Switch to every person in the world, even people who already have one. But no, I
Nope.
digress. Do you guys? So no other video games?
I
No.
played the Monster Truck.
Yeah.
I played the Monster Truck game. I think it was last week. My son was freaking out, and I had the
How is
console
it?
on because it's. I mean, it's a Monster Truck game I got for $5. I can drive around and be Gravedigger. What else do I need? The graphics are good. It's kind of fun. My kid thinks it's fucking great that there's trucks on TV.
Yeah.
So
Um,
you know,
Scott,
it
how-
stops him from like when he's totally freaking out, losing his like he was having I think he had a nightmare. He woke up from his nap the one day and he was like, wouldn't stop crying even though like I just sat there in front of the TV and he loves like I noticed a couple times he likes watching the Guardians dance. Tried that. Didn't do anything. He likes watching the ships float in orbit because that would sometimes
does
keep
too.
him busy for a few.
Mm.
it's
Yeah, I
really
think
weird.
it's just like the planets, like the skybox, or whatever. So
How
that-
old-
and that
how old
did
is your
work
kid?
some.
A year and a half.
He's 18. Yeah, he's 18 months.
Yeah,
He's
we had
coming
our
up on
kids
18
pretty
months.
soon.
Okay.
Yeah, like
next
2
to
weeks
each other.
apart.
She also, when I turn on Destiny and she hears the like, da, na, na, na,
Uh-huh.
she like runs up to the TV, and when it does the bong, she's like, ah, and, like, pounded on the fence. She's like,
That's-
yes.
I wonder if she remembers the old music too. Like if it changed to the old music.
Oh wow, maybe.
I actually have the Destiny 1 theme on my PlayStation because it changes the PlayStation music to the original Destiny theme, and I love that music. So I'm like, I put that on constantly, and
Yeah.
it's fun. I don't know
Nice.
if my son recognizes that, but he definitely recognizes like
I mean,
the Guardians dance and
I
he recognizes the
wish-
ships in orbit.
she's very small when the game came out, so that music's iconic for her.
I wish you could like choose which, you know what I mean? Choose which menu music you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's some
that-
pretty good ones, you know.
You know, on
Right.
PC, I bet you can. I bet you just go fuck with the file. real
Yeah,
quick.
probably.
Like,
Yeah.
tick, tick, tick.
Yeah.
All right, changed it back.
I do have one more thing in this. Like, it's not other games, it's Destiny, but I want to talk about how we had Xbox PvP League 2 nights ago. It's the playoffs, round 1 of the playoffs.
What
Our
was it,
team-
Potato thumbs.
Yeah, Team Potato Face, me, Fluffy, Nips, and Val were the 6th seed going up against Chuck Likes Pizza's team, the 3rd seed. And we were notoriously bad at control, right? And I played like hot
How?
garbage.
They all just
Yeah,
sticks
we're-
forward rush.
Yeah.
They never fuck. They
No,
don't
that's-
play as a team. Is
That's
the problem.
how. No, we
They
did
all
though.
run around individually.
All right. Check this out. So game one's control, we lost.
I know how you.
But it was
play.
close. It was a lot closer. And I was playing real bad because I actually asked, am I lagging? And I wasn't. It was just 114 frames less than what I'm used to. So we lost that. We almost won, or we won survival round 2 because I clutched around with one punch. Syntheseps for the win right there. Then we also won Clash, so we were up 2-1. Then Chuck's team accidentally went out of order, and we did survival next instead of control. So we lost that and we're tied at 2 going into control around the final game. So we decide, okay, Chuck's team likes to rush, they hyper aggressive rush all the time. So we chose Vostok for our control map, and they were not happy about it. And we won the match, underdog style, in control, our worst game type, on Vostok by 40 points. I was super hype. So that was a lot of fun.
Steve, I've played control with. You're good. How are you guys bad? I don't get that.
I don't know. We don't understand exactly why we're notoriously bad at
You and I
control.
just fucking stomped people at control. Like, I think it was Banner, too. He's fucking kicked some asses there. I don't know, man. I don't think that's you.
Oh, I played real bad to the point where that last match, I was like, okay, I'm not getting kills. I'm going to go cap the zone no one's at over and over again. And then as they try to approach, I would just fighting lion out the door to keep them at bay as long as possible and then run away. And then go cap the other zone that no one was at. And it worked. So
That's one of the best strategies. Like when I'm solo queuing in control, whether it's Banner or whatever, and I got a bunch of blueberries who can't fucking hit the broadside of a barn, which is terrible because I'm saying that and my aim is fucking potatoes.
right.
If that's the strategy I usually pull. I'll rush the zone, I'll cap it, and then I'll book. And as soon as I catch one of them coming the other way, I'll pepper them with a few shots, and I'll keep running, trying to get the zone.
Yeah. But shout out to Nips, who played out of his mind well, better than I've ever seen him play before. It was awesome.
Xbox.
Yep.
It's a thing.
I forgot that people were over there. It's hard when there's 3 times as many of us over on.
Yeah, but I don't understand how anybody would prefer the PlayStation. I really don't.
That
I
controller,
fucking hate the controller, and I
that
hate
elite
the menu.
controller is so
Yeah.
good.
No, it's the menu system too. It's just
Yeah.
so.
You mean this-
I was
this
an
guy?
Xbox 360
Remember this
guy,
guy?
and I switched over to PlayStation. Yeah, that controller's dope.
It is good. It's
Too
dope.
fucking expensive. It's
Yeah.
way too fucking expensive.
Has
It
yours
is.
has yours had any repairs done to it? Have you had to do any like surgery to yours?
No, because I barely use it.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
That's, oh yeah, your wrist hurts or something from mouse and keyboard. So
See
Yeah.
this bad boy? Got some Xbox Elite stick on there.
Yeah, I do
oh
have
yeah,
my PlayStation controller has Elite sticks on it. Yeah.
that's hilarious.
That's Miley Cyrus smoking
Is
a
that-
joint.
Nice. I was gonna say, is that Miley Cyrus? So yeah, and oh look at that, even on the D-pad.
Mm-hmm. And the face
at that.
buttons.
Yeah.
I got classy controllers. Head on over to flamingtoast.com and tell them that we sent you. I tried to get them to fucking sponsor this show, and they're like, nah.
Like no, like seriously, give us like 1% off, and we'll talk about you all the time.
Yeah, and I don't know. I was like, hey, I love your guys' stuff. They're
Yeah.
awesome. Laz wants to know
Hey, we got to add
if we
though.
want if we want to do listener questions.
We do, but first, we got to hear from our sponsors over at Cosmodrome Vodka. This week, they sent us like an actual audio. Oh, we totally lost Ben. An actual audio file. So here we go. I'm gonna play it right now.
Greetings to you at Barely a Destiny Show. I am Cookie Monster and I am here to represent Cosmodrome Vodka to talk about their new flavor of vodka called Cookie Vodka. Yeah. But there is too many chocolate chip style vodkas out there. I'm sure you couldn't find them on shelves. So they created molasses vodka. It drifts slowly from bottle, so you have to stand around for a long time waiting for your shot to pour into the glass. So I hope you have patience. Yeah. But you can also use it to bake into your normal cookies to make molasses chocolate chip ginger vodka cookies. If you've ever had pot cookies, these are so much better. Trust me. In fact, that's why I am talking to you now, because I signed contract without actually reading. I don't think I'm getting paid to talk about these. But molasses vodka cookies, very, very good. Molasses vodka by itself, very, very good. Yeah. I'm not sure what else to say. They have locked me in some sort of storage room here in the whatever you call place that they make vodka in. I can't say the word. I only come from children's program. I do not know what this is. So you should invest time and money into molasses vodka. Yes. And if you do not think it is very good, then please talk to the legal firm, because they are the ones that thought this would be such a good idea. In other words, I go now. I need to get back to the street where I belong, if I can find my way out. Bye-bye.
Why did
All right.
it play the?
That was the next thing that I have in my file.
Then AMP started.
So thanks for that, Cosmodrome Vodka. And Cookie Monster, apparently.
Was
Guys,
Cookie Monster Russian?
Cookie Monster
Yeah.
Monster sounds like he's hitting some hard times, man. I don't know. What did Sesame Street let him go or something?
That
Sounded
sound-
like Cookie Monster at the beginning, and then he kind of like less Cookie.
Me and Storage
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think
So-
I think we gotta have somebody look into that. Where's Laz? You should look into the validity of that clip. He's like the scientist lawyer, right?
Yeah. There you go. Write that down, Les.
Scientist lawyer. Jeez. Pick a lane, bud.
He knows the laws of physics.
Yes.
Laz wants to know. He says, "My wife and I have been watching Altered Carbon on Netflix lately, so it got me
Oh
to
shit!
thinking. If the world we lived in contained stacks, basically chips that contain our consciousness, that's inserted into our neck/spine, and you could take out your stack and insert it into any other person in the world, who would you insert your stack into? Basically, take over their body. The Rock.
The Rock.
I'd just let his body go to shit.
Oh my
You're a
god.
terrible person,
This
Ben.
workout regimen stops now.
That's a pretty good question, I guess.
Yeah. Huh.
It's a good question.
I mean,
I don't know.
What's that guy's name? The guy that plays he plays the Mountain in Game of Thrones. Halfthor or something.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah,
I forget, but yeah,
I'm gonna be
that
him.
dude's huge.
I'm gonna need to eat like 6 pounds of beef every day.
Just fucking mutton.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Right.
Oh god. I'm gonna go with Tom Hardy.
It's a good choice.
He's doing a lot of things that I would probably also like to do. So.
I don't think.
I don't know if I
you're
told
allowed-
you guys, but I just signed on for 3 Venom movies, so you know, I got that going for me.
I don't
Yeah.
think you're allowed to call them things. They're people.
So wait, are you changing your answer to Jeff Goldblum?
No.
That sounded very Jeff Goldblum right there.
I was just saying, you said he's got a lot of things to do, like a lot of things that he's doing that you want to do. So I
people.
just don't think it's right to refer to them
talking about-
as things.
Movies and
They're
the people. Both of those combined
Scott,
into one.
is yours a hockey player? Holy shit! There's 2 hockey fans here.
I mean, maybe I thought about maybe Tomas Hurdle, because he's like 25 and the best thing in the world for him is Dave and Buster's, so it's hilarious how hyped he gets.
I mean, you don't become him. You still are you. You're just in his body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not hyped about Dave and Buster's.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of okay where I am right now. Maybe I'd be Stone Cold Steve Austin so I could just shout at people.
Dude, me and
Yeah,
you
I mean,
can wrestle.
your knees are all fucked up now.
That's true. I'm not a big wrestling fan. I just like the fact that Stone Cold can like shout at people and drink beer and give people the stunner.
Did you see the picture? It's like a meme, and it's like me at 21, and it's Stone Cold just like Coors Light, pouring down his
Yeah.
face.
Yep.
This is me at 30, and it's Stone Cold Steve Austin on the back patio with a glass of wine.
Yes, I did see that. I
Leg-
laughed
leg crossed.
hysterically.
I'm changing my answer to Lenny James.
Shaq's.
Oh, that's a good
Yep. I want to be able to yell like that.
one. That's a good one.
Go to kids' soccer games, and you're like, try harder, Guardian.
Dodgeball games.
Yeah, exactly.
You may have been defeated.
They didn't see that one coming.
I bet you're happy. What is it? I bet you're pleased.
Yeah, I bet you're pleased. Some
You
kid
look
gets beamed.
pleased.
Yeah,
Nah,
some
the
kid
best-
gets beamed in the face, and he's just like, ha ha ha.
The best is when you is when you shut down a super with your super and all in Mayhem, and he's like, yeah,
Yeah, he just
Oh,
screaming.
all he
Oh,
does
fuck
is
yeah.
yell.
scares the hell out of me.
That's the greatest. Every time I fucking get that, I'm just so accomplished. I'm like, Shax is proud of me right now.
I would
Also,
like to
think
know
he just orgasmed.
what they wrote down for him when they wanted him to just yell. Like what was on the script? Like just hype yell.
I have.
Why-
That's the only thing.
A.
I'm looking at the script for it. I looked up Shaq's lines. I
Oh,
can't find it, but yeah.
I still think it's a fucking hilarious visual if you just picture Shax in like a sports announcer booth with like the coat, but outside the coat he's still got his like fur collar and his fucking like Calliopolis shoulder pads and his helmet. And as he's like calling the match and shouting things, he's getting like going crazy and knocking shit over. He shuts down somebody's super. He just starts yelling. He just jumps up and the fucking desk falls over.
So these are all idle dialogue lines from him. But I found this one. It's, "Hey, hit me hard as you can." Fucking love you, Shax. Oh,
I-
boy.
I've heard that one before, actually.
that's fucking
Love
great.
this. It's so funny. Let's move on to the next question.
All right. It's from Gear Dad. And he wants to know, what's the nastiest thing you've ever put in your mouth? And
Whoa.
he told us his. He says, I once ate a Reese's peanut butter cup from Halloween. It was April. It tasted a little sour and was kind of powdery, but I decided to eat it anyway. Took a bite, then a worm crawled out of it.
That's vile.
That's
I know it's
fucking
the
gross.
nastiest thing
Yeah.
my wife's ever put in there.
I knew
Oh
somebody
my
was gonna go
God.
down that.
It's
So.
probably the weed chocolate. That's probably the grossest thing she's ever put in her mouth. It tastes
I
Hmm.
can solve your problem if you guys are ever up here.
I
Alright.
hope I'm allowed into Canada.
I was
Maybe.
thinking about it, and there's two answers that I have. One is pickled watermelon, which is
What?
fucking vile. Yeah. It's exactly what you think. It's watermelon in pickle juice, and it's fucking disgusting. And I love pickles, and I love watermelon, but pickled watermelon is an abomination. The other thing was like sushi. I like sushi, but I like what I call white man sushi. One time, there was this one time that what the fuck? It was mackerel, and I was like, oh, all right, let me try some mackerel. And they brought this thing to the table, and right away I was like, oh shit! But I wanted to try it, and I actually almost puked everywhere. Like it was so disgusting. It was so disgusting. I could not even consider looking at it again. So that probably wins.
Oh man.
I'm about to go with a street nugget.
Street nugget?
Street nugget's a nugget you find on the street.
God damn it! You did not do that.
Look, I was young, trying to be cool. I was like, God, everyone's gonna think I'm cool for this. Took a bite of that street nugget.
Who were you hanging out with that thought you'd be cool for eating a fucking nugget off the street?
Look, Ryan and fucking Andrew.
And the next question is, what kind of life decisions did they make?
Oh my
I'm
god.
talking. This is young. Like, this is very young. Eating street nugs.
Oh my god.
Don't judge me for things that happened when I was like 10. Maybe. Probably younger than that.
Oh, God.
Oh man, I'm gonna just have to say, my ex-wife made this like eggplant.
You're just gonna stop at my ex-wife.
Eggplant. Well, there's that too. Um, she ma- she made
To
this.
be
That's
fair-
what you've ever put in your mouth, my ex-wife.
God, that's a perfect answer.
Oh man. Oh, but she made this eggplant lasagna one time, and it was just. It took everything I had to not throw up and to just like be like, yeah, this is good. Please don't ever make this again. It was the eggplant was cut so thick. I don't think it was cooked all the way through, and it was just, it was just real bad, right? Scott.
There's no street nugget.
I've thought about this a bit, guys, and the worst thing I've ever had in my mouth is the name of that god awful game called Fortnite.
That's a good answer. I like that.
Jeez.
Girl Golf wants to know if you could have a portrait drawn of you and put in your house, what are you wearing / doing? I've thought of this.
You thought of this?
Yeah,
Oh, man, that's a tough
I'm
one.
probably gonna commission this. So this is a loose idea of what it is.
Okay.
But
Wait, can I guess first? It's
yeah, go
your
ahead.
head on Shaq's body?
no, that's what yours is though.
Maybe? Maybe, I don't know.
No, it's so like very red and orange sunset background, fucking helicopter coming in. Okay?
Mhm.
My kids hanging from the helicopter. Me standing on a pile of bodies. Fucking machine gun in my hand. You know what I mean? Just
It's
chilling.
basically the cover of Duke Nukem, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, pretty much. And then my wife, like, oh my gosh, like reaching up towards me, like, oh my gosh, this guy. And I'm just smoking a fat ass cigar.
So
That's pretty much
80s
it.
80s action
It's-
movie.
It's totally
Poster?
the cover of a Duke Nukem game.
Let me see.
Oh my god. I love it. That's amazing.
Oh man.
Plus
Yeah,
1,000 points to Ben for that.
So that's what I would want. I've thought about it. And there's, holy shit, it is the cover of Duke Nukem. That's like
Nice.
exactly what I had in my
I
head.
told you, man. Oh,
So,
it's so
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty much the cover of Duke Nukem 64.
So
Nice.
I just I loaded up a picture here in the Discord chat for
Uh-huh.
you guys to see.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty much what I'm thinking as the starting point. So the
Um,
Iron Throne for everybody. It's me sitting in the Iron Throne now. I'm at work. This looks like it was fall, so I don't know. I'm wearing a jacket, but I would like to just be in a nice suit with my wife standing there and my kid and our dog at my feet.
Is everybody
Oh.
looking real serious?
Yes, overly serious. Like look,
But like modern clothes.
yeah, absolutely. Like my wife would be totally glam, and my kid would be all done up, and the dog would have his little spiky collar
Heck yeah.
that he fucking hates, and yeah,
It's not themed. It's just a bad prop.
yeah.
Nice.
Holy shit! Is John Cena Duke Nukem?
I
I
don't
wouldn't
know,
be. I
but-
wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe.
If you look up Duke Nukem, it's just a ton of pictures of John Cena.
Maybe it's people saying John
Oh my
Cena
God.
should be Duke.
I don't know.
Maybe.
What about you, Steve?
All right. So what's the name of the villain in Inspector Gadget?
How is nobody gonna say the Kramer?
Mr. Claw.
Claw. Dr.
Claw?
Claw.
Dr.
Isn't,
All right.
isn't he a isn't he a doctor?
Yeah,
No,
Dr. Claw.
Dr. Claw. So it'd be basically that, but you could actually see my head, you know. But I'd have, what's the scarf thing called?
A cravat?
Yeah.
An ascot?
Yes, yeah, an ascot with my cats, you know, because I don't have any kids or a family, so why not? But he has a cat, so I'll just have both cats, and his
So you-
that chair is pretty dope too. So that's what.
Yeah,
I
his car. It was like a car, a sub, and a plane or some shit.
yeah,
Didn't
the
it
chair
fly?
just like goes into whatever
Yeah.
whatever transport he needs at the time. and
Yeah.
he's always got his cat with him, so yeah, there we go, right there. Like
That
a
was a fucking weird answer.
smoking jacket with the ascot and my cats and Dr. Claw's chair.
Fucking It's real fucking weird. Scott, is yours just you, Shaq's? You and Shaq's same person?
I mean, I might not do Shax's body because he's really tall and I'm not as tall. But I would probably just
Shaq's armor.
I'd probably just be in like my D1, my Guardians D1 armor, so I look like Shax's, and then maybe holding my Les Paul. I don't really know.
No, you
I
gotta
didn't-
have a hockey stick over your
Oh,
shoulder.
that's a good one too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. With the
Well,
hockey stick.
and the Les Paul in the other
Or-
hand.
Or one
Yeah.
of these where you put the hockey stick like over your neck and get your arms resting
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah.
You know,
I
or
could,
fucking
you know,
chilling.
or you could do was there? You could do like a trading card. Do like the old 70s, 80s sports trading cards, but instead it's hockey. You know?
I like that
Mm,
Yeah.
nice.
because no one would make hockey cards.
I have
Why?
like 6 binders of them packed
Oh,
up somewhere.
Of course you
Of
do.
Hockey cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many questions have we got left? 1,
Uh,
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got one for Stu. Stu, obviously you're a hockey fan. I see your Leafs jerseys hanging in the background.
Yep.
Tell me, this one is spilling over from Twitter. What's the greatest hockey movie of all time?
It's the Mighty Ducks.
No.
Specifically,
It
the
is
one
not.
where they go to the Olympics.
Oh God.
Because that one has Knuckle Puck in it. The coolest
D3.
hockey.
That's D3. That's the third one.
No, D3 is the stupid college one.
Obviously, you
D2
see why
then.
I'm asking this.
D2.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Drafty says Slapshot.
See,
no, it's not Slapshot. It's Slapshot is, you know, that's like a period piece now. Movies from that era did not age well to me.
I love Slapshot, but I'm torn because Miracle is like fucking.
Nah, that does nothing for me. Miracle, that does
Swingers?
nothing
Yeah,
for me.
he's Canadian.
Shit about Miracle.
Shit,
Yeah.
that's right.
Swingers, they played like Nintendo hockey for a little bit.
Yeah,
That
they
was
did. They
good.
did. No, I actually, Goon is not bad, but in general, sports
Goon's pretty
movies
good.
are not great.
Except for Remember the
Yeah.
Titans because it
And
has
Rudy.
Titans in the name.
Oh, Rudy, come on,
Rudy.
man.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Yeah, my jacket, coach.
What Scott's referring to is the Anti-Meta podcast vote on what movie they should watch, where the Mighty Ducks won by a landslide because it is the greatest hockey movie ever made.
It is not.
It's
It
not
is
the greatest hockey movie of all time, but it is the most accurate hockey movie.
No, it's not that either.
I mean, I really like how his whole deke was left, right, left. Like, what the hell? That's your whole move? That's it?
Doug,
Nobody
it's a
else can
triple
figure that
deke.
out?
It's a
It's
triple
a
D.
yeah, well-
triple.
For Christ's sake.
Fucking cake eater.
People know they're double deking. You know, double deke out here. It's a triple deke.
Oh my god.
Chris 3711 says, "Where is your ultimate vacation destination, and what 2 Destiny characters do you bring with you, and why?"
All right, I know.
I made this joke today that vacation after you have a kid is just anyone else watching your kid.
All right,
Actually,
I've got an answer
So,
for this already. I thought about this.
All right.
All right,
I
it's the
Ben,
Galapagos.
that brings up. Hold on a sec. That brings up something. I'll ask another question that's not related, but an extension to this one after, because that's actually a very good one. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
All right, so I'm going to the Galapagos Islands because why not? It's technically Ecuador, tropical, you know, some history there. And I'm bringing Anna Bray and Hawthorne with me. Why? Because bikinis.
nice.
Yeah, simple.
All right. That's yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
bring,
like I like the way that you're thinking there, and you're not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna bring Shax and Varix.
Okay.
Oh, also good choice.
So Shax can watch your daughter, of course.
Yeah, sure. No, and we are going to I don't know, go snowboarding. It'd be fun.
Snowboarding.
I'm gonna
I just
go
wanna hang out
back.
with those guys.
I'm gonna
No,
go
we're
back
gonna go to sports
Jamaica.
games.
I'm gonna go back to
Jamaica.
Jamaica, and I'm gonna take Amanda Holiday and Ikora. Hell yeah!
All right.
All right.
Hmm.
All right.
Good choice.
Because yeah, well, listen, bikinis, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go total 180 on this. I've been watching a lot of dirt every day on YouTube. For those of you who don't know, it's an off-roading thing. Lots of trail rides. So what I'm gonna do is get in my Jeep. I'm gonna drive to Moab and go rock crawling. And I'm taking Shax and Cade 6. Shax because he's tall as fuck, and I want him out front of me, spotting me up the trail and just shouting, which is gonna be awesome. And
Cade's
Cade
just
6
dead weight.
It's gonna be like a weekend at Bernie's kind of shit. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna have this guy carrying him around.
That's so dark. I just want, like, Cade would be fun to hang out with, and
Hey.
he's gonna come back with like, hey Cade, go find us some food, and he's gonna come back and be like, oh, don't worry about it. I got food. I got fucking tacos or something.
You don't want Cade in your Jeep. That's just dead weight.
Oh.
Ooh.
Too soon.
Phoenix in
No.
chat says take Shax and Asher and watch them fight to the death. I like that.
Okay, so how about
Yeah.
this? Who would win in a fight between Jesus and Batman? That's one Stu asked me today.
Oh, thank you.
This is like the best question. It's such a paradox.
It's from one of those like hidden camera TV shows where they have to try and convince people to vote either one. But anyways,
Oh man.
it is a good question.
I vote Batman. He's the world's greatest detective.
Against Jesus?
I mean,
He'd figure out a way to trick Jesus into doing something that would take his powers away or
The
something.
dude
Yeah, but
knows
Jesus
I
is
don't
all
know.
knowing.
I
He's an
love this.
omniscient.
I love
He's an
this.
omniscient person.
Yeah. So like
Right, but
here's
Batman has all those cool toys and shit.
Yeah,
He's got
here's-
nunchucks and shit.
Jesus got raised from the fucking dead.
here's the dilemma. Here's the
Good thing.
the dilemma to this. Jesus is all knowing, and Batman has a plan for everything. So it's just gonna be like an infinite loop of Jesus knowing what Batman's gonna do, and then Batman having a plan for Jesus's next move, infinitely.
I don't know. See, I just think when they come to blows, it's gonna really get ugly because Batman is gonna wail on him, and Jesus is gonna, he's gonna do his whole Jesus-y thing. He's gonna say, "Oh, turn the other cheek," right? And Batman's just gonna wail on him again, and he's gonna be like, "Stay down." But Jesus is just gonna keep getting up. Might take 3 days, but he'll keep getting up. Batman just won't stop. So I don't really know. That's gonna be tough.
Ben's
just
answer on
pictured-
Twitter was good.
I pictured Jesus being like, "Turn the other cheek," and then spinning around, fucking backing at him. And he's like, "Oh shit, Jesus! This motherfucker can fight. This hippie motherfucker can really take a slap. Damn." No, the answer is
Throwing
that no one
fish
would
forever
win.
at the guy.
No one would win because neither of them can kill, and a fight to the death is the only thing that matters.
Hmm.
Boom.
I don't know if I was a betting man, I'd bet on Batman. I really
Yeah,
would.
I'm probably
I think I would have to. I
But
mean,
then
he's just-
Jesus just self-reses and it starts all over again.
it's called a son of.
Oh man, this is such a good question. Let's revisit this later. Guys. Let's come back to this.
All right,
Let's do
so
some math and shit and work on this.
all right, I got one for
Oh,
you
my
guys.
God.
Which two Destiny characters would you let watch your kid, like babysit for you?
Shax, 100%. I've read the dodgeball
Zavala.
card, and I don't
It'd be
know,
Zavala and Hawthorne,
not Eris.
Not Eris.
not Varix. I don't trust
Oh,
Varix
man.
at all.
Nope.
Yeah, Zavala and Hawthorne.
What are those robots? The postmaster and the sweeper bot. I want those guys. You just program them,
Oh,
Don't fuck
I don't
around.
know.
Beep boop beep.
Katie
They're ready
and
to go.
Your daughter takes the broom away and it just loses its mind.
was it Katie and Benedict? I actually know their names.
Yeah.
Was it Cotty? I don't know.
Benedict was the bounty bot though, right? From D1.
Oh, Benedict was a sweeper bot. There were multiple
Alright.
sweeper bots though.
That's true. I
Elmer
would go-
Fudd gets the last question.
I was gonna say I'd go Shax and Ikora because my kid would be fucking brilliant and just destroy everything.
Yeah, I feel like they'd be a good combo.
Yeah.
I'd watch a sitcom with them as the parents. You get
I
such
think
good.
they'd-
You could get great lines like, hope you know how to use that thing, and
I'm gonna,
you'll know where to find me.
I'm gonna start writing a script on spec.
Okay.
So
Oh.
I'll get on that right away.
Make sure you use lines like "wasting my time is no way to impress me, Dreg."
Ouch.
Keep it up, Guardian. TikTok, get rolling. The Beard MB asks if you could change into an animal and change back into a human form at your own will, what would you be? So it's like some Animorphs shit.
Yeah.
Didn't we answer this one on another episode already?
No.
I thought we answered if you what animal you think you could fight and win, and Steve was like a chimp, and we're like, no.
No fucking way, man. No fucking way.
All right. Well, my answer
I
for
don't
this
know.
one is a tiger.
You would transform into a tiger?
Siberian
What's a-
tiger.
I'm trying to think of like what's like really utilitarian. You know what I mean,
I would love to be like a falcon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'd like to be a celestial nighthawk.
I would probably say, that's tough.
A
My
bird's a
first-
good choice. I'm
My
gonna
That
go
is
for
a
first-
good choice. Yeah.
My first thought was Velociraptor, like the Jurassic Park kind, not the kind.
That's a
feather.
better choice.
But I don't know though. Flight is a pretty awesome. Peregrine falcons dive bomb at like Mach
Yeah.
1 or something fucking
Yep.
crazy like that. So you can just dive bomb people you don't like.
You can see for miles and shit. You're so
Yeah.
fast.
Yep.
I
Also,
picture
number
Scott
one.
dive bombing and being like da, 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 ding, ding,
Yeah.
just in his head,
Yeah.
just like yeah.
That would
Also,
pretty much be it.
Ironically, was the number one choice of the leader of the Animorphs, Jake, Peregrine Falcon.
That dude was
Well,
a
he's no
tiger.
dummy.
Huh?
No, the falcon was Tobias. Jake was a tiger or a gorilla, one of those two.
Why
Get
the
your
fuck
animal
would you-
straight.
Why the fuck would you change into a gorilla? It's basically like a less capable human being.
Because you could smash shit. You're just the Hulk.
Yeah, but you have like a little 2-inch wiener, so that kind of sucks.
I mean,
You also don't have the
not a
powers
big
of
change
reason.
for me.
You do if you're Gorilla Grodd.
Or gorilla golf.
Ah,
Or
hey-o.
gorilla glue.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I got nothing else about gorillas, but I do know that Average Joe says, "What's your guilty pleasure movie?"
Guilty
Uh,
pleasure movie.
I don't know. What do you mean? Like that I'm embarrassed of, or that I can watch a million times over?
I mean, something
Probably-
that you're like, I love this movie, and wouldn't tell everyone that I love this movie.
What the fuck am I going to tell everyone for on this podcast then?
And see,
No, I'm
Sorry,
gonna say
Joe.
my guilty pleasure would be all 3 of the Lord of the Rings movies. I could watch those things back to 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 back. I just love them. I really do.
oh, I think mine's Cruel Intentions.
Cruel Intentions.
Okay, hang on.
That movie's dope, though.
I do have a real answer.
What's that?
Oh, okay.
Mean Girls.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that movie's a good movie.
It is. It's got some real good life lessons. You know, don't
got
lie
good-
about math and shit.
Yeah, it's got good writers.
I'm gonna go with Surf Ninjas.
The movie's, I guarantee you that movie's not good.
Okay.
It's
Guilty
been
pleasure
so
movie.
long. It's been so long since we've seen that movie. You are rose tinted glasses as a motherfucker.
Me and
That's-
no.
That's
Me and
Rob,
Joey.
That's like very early Rob Schneider.
Me and Joey P. Shout out to Joey P. Used to Sulphur Green and watch that like all the time in college.
Yeah. See, there's no way that movie's good.
That was already 20 years after the fact, so
It's probably worse.
yeah. Still don't care.
Scott's,
Moto surf.
Scott's answer is Mighty Ducks.
The hell it is. I don't know, man. I don't like everybody asks me guilty pleasure stuff. I'm like into the stuff I'm into, and I don't bother with other stuff. So I guess maybe Fury Road because people were like, "That movie was fucking stupid." I'm like, "You're stupid, and I'll fucking murder you."
Movie
Yeah.
was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know if you kept
don't
up
get
on
it,
it,
man.
Scott.
Yeah.
I don't know if you kept up on it, but Mad Max was a PS Plus game at some point.
Oh shit!
So I would check and see if you have it.
I should check that because I would fucking play the shit out of that game. I love everything about Mad Max universe. It's just insanity.
And that game was
Hmm.
not the worst.
Yeah, so I mean, that would probably be something cool to play.
They were like, if you like Mad Max, then this game is something that you can play.
My question to that though is, who doesn't like Mad Max? Because it's like I
I've
said,
never
it's just
seen Mad Max.
It's
Oh,
good.
dude.
Watch it.
The first one is really kind of slow, but like being being a dad after you watch that one, you just kind of like you understand way more about his mindset as in the end of that movie. And then the Road Warrior is the one where shit kicks off, and that's one I think everybody can get into. Thunderdome was kind of not good. It's like, this is weird. It's very 80s. But like Fury Road is amazing. That was still one of my favorite movies of all time, I think. And it's funny too, because I've talked to people like, man, it's nothing but like a modern day action flick, explosions or whatever. I'm like, dude, first off, fuck you. Second off,
Yeah.
they built those fucking cars to scream across the desert at like 70 miles an hour. It's not all CG like so many other movies, so fuck you twice. And third, the main bad guy's vehicle had like, 1,000+ horsepower or some fucking ridiculous thing because they bolted together like 3 supercharged Chevy engines for it for no goddamn reason other than goddamn apocalypse.
Yeah.
So that's 3 times fuck you.
So what he's saying is, please use more practical effects in movies. They're good.
Drafty wants to know, if you could have all exotics, what would you wear? And I'm gonna go with lightning pants and what are the Warmind looking shoulders for Titans? Feedback fence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it insurmountable skull fort that gives your
Mm-hmm.
your melee back? That and fuck, I don't know, grenade boobs.
Ooh, nice. What about guns?
Yeah, fuck guns.
Oh.
Tractor cannon and crimson.
Ben's just like, I'd take 3
Mm.
tractor cannons, zip tie them together,
All right.
in style.
I'm going to go post weapon slot changes and go with Sunshot, Fighting Lion, Tractor Cannon. But for armor, I'm definitely going Insurmountable Skull Fort, Grenade Tits, Syntheseps, and Dune Marchers.
That's like pretty much exactly what I said, except you switched the arms.
Yeah, because I'm never taking Syntheseps off ever.
All right. So because I'm a Titan, I gotta go Lion Rampants because I want my Titan to be a fucking Gundam, and I like the flying boots. Of course, I never take off armamentarium. Everybody needs a grenade. You can never have enough grenade, especially when your neutral game's garbage like the Sunbreaker. Feedback fences on the arms because it's hilarious to watch people die after all those free kills in the Crucible.
I got like 2 double kills like that last night.
Oh, it's
So
fucking
dumb.
great. It's so funny. And then I would put on the Helm of Saint 14 because I'm a goddamn Titan, and
Yeah.
you got to pay respect to Saint 14.
Yeah, I'm going to switch to Helm of Saint 14 because I played Sentinel, and I don't...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even care. I may be a Hammer Boy main, but I'll tell you what, man. Forever.
Mohawks.
One of the greatest fucking Titans ever.
I use the bubble frequently, so to have
Um,
that
Works
and
with the
Syntheseps...
regular shield too, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna make my selections with the knowledge of the changes coming to some of them. The Skull of Dire Ahamkara,
Ooh.
the Ophidian aspects, which I
Oh, of
barely
course.
take off anyways.
Yeah, why would you? Yeah.
That's top tier.
What are those Lunafaction boots?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, yeah. The
And
Warlocks, those things are good.
I don't know what it's called, but what's that new chest that's coming out? The Warlock exotic chest piece. It looks like
The Rufio
if you
chest.
like Fury Road. It's got all like the bullets or teeth looking shit. I don't know what it is.
What
but
does
that
it
gives
do?
it gives Firefly for everything.
Ah,
Everything.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, something like that. That's what I remember. I don't know what it's called, but it looks badass. It looks like Warlord shit, you know?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And then you're wearing the fucking Ahamkara skulls. You look like a total fucking maniac. I like that.
Drafty Drafty is gonna submit the Hunter loadout, which is Wormhusk, Shinobu, Raiden Flux, and Stompies.
Holy shit. That's just terrifying in the
I mean,
Crucible.
they really should. They
super
really
awful.
should do a mode that is just call it stupid or something. You know, just call it dumb
Yeah,
and let you go in there with full exotics.
that'd be great.
Oh. So much fun.
Yeah.
How do I time out drafty? There we go.
I fixed it.
Straight timed his ass out. That's what
All
you
right.
get if you come in here trying to talk some hunter shit. All right. Elmer Fudd asks, how many lows could Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob lows? And you can find me on Twitter at @BenMalone. You can find me on PlayStation at @BenMalone. You can find this podcast on Twitter at BarelyADS, or send us an email sent to barelyaDestinyShow@gmail.com. Fuck all that. Just go to barelyads.com. Do all that shit. Band of the week again is Polyprop. POLYPROP.bandcamp.com. But good stuff. Good stuff there.
Do it.
Scott, where can people find you?
You can find me Slapshot Scott. The O's are zeros. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. I do have some Crucible matches I have to upload to, but I usually fall asleep after playing Destiny, so sorry. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be on an upcoming episode of Potato Thumbs podcast. I got to talk to Fluffy about that, get recording details down, but keep your eyes open for that one. It's going to be fun.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Steve.
You can find me everywhere at Xanafan711. You can find Litlore at BadsLitlore on Twitter and in the same feed as this show. And you can find me Monday nights streaming at twitch.tv/planet_destiny.
Cool. Stu, where can people get a hold of you if they want to talk to you about being the #1 content creator? Or if they want to find your podcast or any of that stuff?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to feel just pretty good but not too fantastic, you can find me at Twitter at Stugato STU_GATZ0. For the show, go to dadtalespodcast.com. We also have a website. It is updated. I don't know, a couple times a decade, I think, is what we're aiming for. But
Biannually.
we got some stuff. Yeah. Listen, let's not be too ambitious. We got a blog. I think we have some stuff there, and you can join our Discord and find links to the show.
Nice. Yeah. That's it, everybody. Get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, I'm going to go
Yep.
play Scorch.
I don't know.
Yep.
Oh, is Scorch active right now? I
Yep.
was wondering that.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I'm
the 6v6
gonna
mode
hop on
started
PlayStation.
today.
I'm gonna hop on PlayStation
Yep.
and play Scorch.
Dude, we should.
Oh, really? All right. I'll see you
Yeah.
there.
Cool.
Alright. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on in 10 minutes.
All right.
And
Be the
if
light
you're
you
listening
want to see in others, everybody.
Phoenix, the band is Polyprop. We already said it. See ya.
If you're here live,
let's-
we're gonna raid somebody.
And we're also gonna clap.
Yep.
You guys ready?
All right.
All right.
In 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
I had already stopped recording when you were like, okay, everybody clap. I was like, look,
That's
done.
fine.
All right. We're gonna.
And I'm gonna have to
raid-
send you 2 files. Where do you want these things? Can you send me a link to the drive or something, or
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you.
give me 1 second.
please? Fuck, man, I ate this rotisserie chicken from the grocery store today.
All right, Vandals. Go say hi to our boy Vandals. Bye, everybody.